Hello, my name is Scott Campbell. The course number is Eet238-940. This is experiment 3. It is called the Pulse Generation Circuit Construction 555 Monostable Multivibrator. The date is 10/24/2017. The purpose of this lab is use the 555 timer integrated chip to construct two different types of pulse generating circuits and understand the values of the circuit components understand how the values of the circuit components affect the time period and frequency of the pulse generated. So this is the circuit that I made. It was a little bit more complicated than some of the more previous circuits. Some of the stuff that I found a little bit confusing, which I mean really wasn't a big deal. It just kind of took me a few seconds of looking at the lab, was just like where you could see like where the diagram tees, and half of it will go to power and half of it will go to ground. Like I said, just took me a couple of seconds. It kind of just threw me for a little loop. Like for this, where the capacitor, we have that one little black jumper wire going over to this resistor, which is going to positive, and then that capacitor going to ground. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that big of a deal. It just threw me for a little loop. For the components, it's pretty much just a couple of different value resistors. Use the 555 timer chip. We use a little push button, which was the first for the school, or the labs that we've done so far. Other than that, we use a couple of different various capacitors. Yeah, basic LED resistors, jump wires, push button, IC, a couple different capacitors. So for the function of this, yeah, so you push that. Basically, what that does is it goes into the little trigger pin for the timer circuit, and when that happens, basically the capacitor will charge up. The resistor will limit how much current is flowing into it and how much of a charge it'll take. After it charges up, it'll start powering up the LED, which, as you can see, will stay on for a period of time and then shut off. I can't remember. Well, this is probably going to be the last one, so it'll probably stay on for a few seconds. But yeah, just like that. So yeah, it's pretty basic functionality, from my understanding at least. I'm not sure if you guys want us to be going through and change out the capacitor and the resistor for demonstrating the functionality of the circuit. I would expect not, because I mean it's all going to be constructed the same way. The theoretical values, or the measured values, and the calculated values were both actually fairly similar. I was able to get them pretty darn close. I would say well within the range of tolerance, just with different breadboards and different amounts of resistance, errors with timing it and everything. Overall, it seemed like everything worked out pretty good. As far as my findings from the lab, I thought it was pretty cool just going through and using the capacitors in this manner. This isn't really my first experience with a 555 timer chip, so I've gotten a little bit used to using them. Everything, like I said, everything worked as designed. Most of the theoretical, or most of the measured and most of the calculated values came out to be pretty close. But yeah, I think that's about it. Thanks for watching.